Alrighty, so I did a couple audio tests, and I feel like let's start a new colony while I'm talking. I created this, by the way, Crash Soldiers. This is ridiculously hard. This is way beyond my skill level. If anyone better than me wants to try this, you get 3 people, so you're starting with 10 meals each. You get 2 steel mortars, 100 shells for those mortars, so 50 each. An LMG, 2 auto pistols. The way I logic that is the mortar people will have pistols in case their mortar gets popped, and then the LMG, that's the main goal. A set of flak jacket, flak pants, flak vest, and a steel advanced helmet for each of them. And lore bits, they were on a ship and it crashed, whatever, blah blah blah, not important. I would say if you're going to try this, just make sure that they're military of some sort in the background. It just meshes better, because military people usually have better fighting skills, but usually not as good as survival skills. So you'll not have a medic, or you won't have a grower, or you won't have a miner, and I feel like that's really integral to the point of this scenario. Is like what happens when these military guys are dropped out. Now, obviously, military personnel are given advanced survival training, but that's a little different than trying to create, a long-term sustainable solution on your own. I'm not doing that because I die very quickly every time I do it. My people starve. I resort to cannibalism. I try to hunt too dangerous of wildlife too early on. It's just a mess. It's a mess. I've messed around with what they start with. Originally, I had it as no mortars, no LMG, but I just had like 3 assault rifles. That didn't work much better, so I thought maybe mortars, long range, they can like box themselves in and hunker. I don't know. We're going to just do the regular crash landed 3 suckers. Not going to touch it all because that's the only time I've actually been successful. And we're going to go with Cassandra because Randy scares me. I've watched a lot of RimWorld videos, and Randy is truly scary because he does not relent sometimes. And sometimes it's just boring sitting there. I don't know about Phoebe. I feel like maybe it's a little too laid back. Maybe I should be trying Phoebe. Just because I suck at this game right now. But we'll see. I've been doing alright on Cassandra Medium. I like reload anytime mode because I'm an idiot. I will let my people get shot, and I don't even realize it. Like, they'll just be down there chopping wood, and then boom, a raid drops. I'm like, I got time. And it's like, no, the raid's on top of your dude, and he's dead. I'm like, well, alright then. So we'll load Cassandra on Medium, where I can reload at any time. Because, I'm not down with the whole I have to die. Randomized sees a couple. Is that poker? That's cute. I like poker. We'll go with poker. Poker? I barely even know her. That's psych. That's bad psych. That's not what psych sounds like. That's what I sound like. Generate. Now I did my audio tests, and I thought this music was a little too high. I thought it was just a little louder than my voice, and I don't know, the music isn't this loud in the game, so I was like, whatever. Fuck it. Oh, right, okay, now we start somewheres here. WASD, WASD keys, or I guess you have the arrow keys too, fine too. Most people use WASD. I usually start like right on the mainland, but I wonder, I know there's like hydrothermal power on shit. Here, like this kind of stuff is what I'm about, right? You got this nice road going through and the river on the other side, right? So you get flat, ancient asphalt road, right? Yeah, ancient. I love this ancient asphalt, right? This idea that like this planet used to be somewhat civilized and they had these roads carving everywhere out, but that's gone, right? Civilization has died. A large river. I don't think I've ever had large river, right? Because if you go over here, it's just river, right? Over here you got large river. This one, the river is most of the map, and I kind of like that. But I like the road intersecting the river. I feel like the road, you get more people coming through, more passerbys, and that's more trade chance, which helps when your people are starving and you don't want to resort to cannibalism. Marble and sandstone is good. Marble, I think, is the one that's the strongest in the game, and sandstone is just a stone type, and I appreciate that. Average temperature between 9 and 84. Now it gets a little cold, but that's alright. That's part of the game. You gotta learn to deal with the cold as well as the hot. Growing period 30 out of 60 days, so half the year is growable. That's not bad. It just means you gotta get on your growing period as soon as it's available. Rainfall, I don't do fucking millimeters. As you can see, I set to Fahrenheit because I'm American. I don't know millimeters. Show me in inches, my dude. I have a thing on my phone that converts that. You know, let's check it. Let's use this technology I've been gave myself. Let's go to my unit converter, and that's volume. Alright, so we're gonna put in, what is it, 525, no, okay, maybe it's not volume, maybe it's length. Yeah, millimeters is length. I'm bad at this. 525 millimeters, and then in inches, that's 20 inches. Wow, that's nothing. That's, what's that, like 1.2 feet? That's not a lot of rainfall. So it's a pretty dry. Well, I'm stupid. Of course it's dry. It's like a desert. So it's dry. 25% forageability agave fruit. Now the forageability is important because that's like your ability to get, live off the land. Which helps when your people are starving and you don't want to resort to cannibalism. You'll hear that a lot because I will resort to cannibalism. I've seen a lot of gameplay of this and everyone's like, no, we can't do cannibalism. No, we can't eat our pets. Listen, if they're dead and it's between, starving and not starving, we're cannibals, we're eating our pets. Sorry. Animals can graze now. Okay. Disease frequency, 0.7 per year. So that's good. That's not a lot of disease. We'll go into the advanced. We'll put it to winter just because I like... you'll be landing in a frozen environment, may be hard or nearly impossible to survive. Let's go to spring. Because, I don't want to do these. Because I don't want to miss my growing period. But I can see why that might be a problem. We'll start in summer, I guess. We'll just suck it up that we're not going to have growing for the first year. No, spring. Fuck it. We're just going to make it important to get shelter real quick. We'll go with the smaller map, the smallest of maps. I quite like that. Factions. Okay, Civil Outlander Union. That's good. That's good. Gentle Tribe. Gentle. Alright. That's weird. Interesting. Pikachi, Infidel, Savage Tribe, Pirate Band, Rough Outlander Union. So we got 3 hostiles and 2 friendlies. Do it! Oh, right, we gotta pick our people. Randomize. What do we got? Medical and social. So he's our talker and our healer. He's actually not bad at cooking. She. That's my bad. Assuming her gender. He's good at construction, but fuck all at everything else, so we're not doing that. Good at fighting. Artistic. Blah, I don't need another social. Artistic's not really important early game. You shit at shooting, but you're a good all-rounder. Construction, mining, and cooking have a passion. Medical and social. No, I don't need more medical and social. I have my medical, and I have my social. There we go. Look at that. A double passion in construction, double passion in intellectual. That's good for research. Crafting. That's good because I'm going to want to start building like what they wear. I'm going to want to start putting that together. So we've got our medical, we've got our social, we've got our cooking, our construction, our intellectual. Oh, and so team skills, this is the important crap. We have construction, and we need mining because these both suck in mining. So whoever else I get needs to be good at mining and plant cutting. So that's what we're looking at here. Cool. Look at that. Mining and plant cutting. Ask for and you shall receive. And he's even better at cooking than the other one. Yeah, good with animals too. So if you look down here, this is like a sum up of everything, right? So like who's got the best what. So we got really strong intellectual and construction to start. Over time, we're going to get really strong cooking and plant cutting. And we've got pretty decent medical and mining to start. The other thing we suck at is combat, shooting and melee. So Tina here is incapable of violence. She's a pacifist, and that doesn't jive with me. But it kind of matches up with the medical, right? A lot of these medical people is transhumanist. Tina feels limited in her feeble human body. She often dreams of being enhanced by artificial body parts. Be in my game long enough and you're gonna need those body parts, Tina. Unfortunately, you're the doctor, so I'm gonna have to find someone else to install them in you. 3 shooting and 1 melee, 0 shooting, 1 melee. Okay. We're in for a rough go, because he's the only guy that's even close to able to shoot. He's looking blind. And I like to randomize these so that they have... What are we? Tina, Mal, and Takuma. I like to randomize these so that they're all relationships of my colonists, and I know I just cycled past Tina like an idiot, so that's... Yeah. Okay, so this is Tina's sister. Tina's sister looks like she's had better days. Takuma's sister, or Takuma's brother. It's gonna be a little boring. Tina's lover, her boyfriend, her boy toy. Rip him because I kind of like him. Anyway, moving on. This isn't about you, Clark. It's about Tina, Mal, and Takuma. Okay. Tina's brother. And, okay, so now we have Tina's brother and Tina's sister. That's good. That's good. And her. Okay, Tina's our main character here because all these people are about her. Tina cannot die. Stop bringing up Clark. Okay. Cool. So that's Takuma's... What? Grandfather. Takuma's grandfather. And then who's his grandson? Yudai. Takuma's a she, isn't it? It's his granddaughter, and his grandson is Yudai. Oh, right. Because... Never mind. I don't know who this is. I thought this was one of my other people, but that's apparently Takuma's sibling. Whatever. We don't really care. Not in the long run. It's, Okay, the 3 of you wake from your crypto-sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown RimWorld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. Okay, we're gonna let them land. Dush. Pop out. Pause, because I need to survey the map. Okay, this is our road. That's cool. This is our river. Rivers, that's actually a very thick river, so this dark water is impassable terrain. A lot of steel here, that's good. What is that? An ancient lamppost. Huh. I wonder if you can use these. Like if there's the tech to repurpose these. Anyway, this darker water is impassable. The light water is passable. So I can actually, what I can do is I can wall off some of this and make the river completely impassable because the terrain helps with that. And then I can force people to come across this bridge on the road. And I kind of like the idea of that. I know it sounds a little douchey. Like, nah, this river's mine, but you know what? They can go fuck themselves. Because this is all about Tina. So one thing I like to do, it's relevant when I have shooters, is I like to, if you right click, you can drag these around. I like to drag my shooters to the left and my pacifists to the right, and then between them the melees. It's just so that when like I know there's like shit hitting the fan, I can be like, okay, this person's my best shooter. They're going, you know, here, and then you know they're getting closer or whatever. I don't give my better weapons to my better shooters, and it's just it's ease of life. So the first thing we're gonna do. This is a very small map. I know, small, right? Deconstruct. We're gonna set up a couple orders. Look at these concrete barriers, ancient concrete barriers. antiquated technology that it is. Steel, a lot of steel, and that is so amazing at the early game. I'm going to need that steel. Allow all of the steel into your heart. Okay, that's all the steel. You know, I'm actually gonna even... No, I will tell them to deconstruct these, because you get components, and components are really important in this game. Can I double click ship chunks? I can. Double clicking shows you all of them on the screen. So it's a really nice trick just to get it on the edge of the screen, like double click it. If you're zoomed all the way out, it will. There's our last ship chunk. Cool. And I don't mind them going so far the way to do ship chunks. Now, it is 14 degrees and my people are going to die. So the first thing we need is shelter. That's #1 top priority, and that honestly looks like... this is so barren and open. I like going where there's like mountain normally, but there's no mountain. I've got some stuff here. This is a really tough world to start on. I've got a little bit of mountain here, but I can't even dig into that to make it a home. This looks like the hidden danger, or ancient danger. If you don't know what the ancient danger is, maybe we'll pop that late game if I get bored. So there's like no mountain, so I actually am going to step over here because this is fertile land, and this is fertile land, so this is the only places I can really grow on. Actually, this whole stretch is fertile here. Boy. Because you can't grow on sand, you can on soil. So yeah, fuck it. We're just gonna look, and all we have to do is put a door on that. Are you kidding me? So orders, structure, wall of steel. No, door of steel here. One thing I'm going to turn off here is this auto home area. I hate that because what I'm about to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to claim all of these items. So you have to claim stuff that you didn't build. The reason I'm doing this is one, actually the only reason, is because people that attack you will bash on your stuff. So you can lock yourself inside your base, and they'll just bash on things you own. So if the only thing that I own on the map is my base, they're going to come and bash on the doors to my base until they get in and attack my people. And since we are all cowards, oh look at that ship chunk's right next to where I'll be starting. Since we're all cowards, that's going to be important. So next we're going to orders, no, we want zones. We're going to set up a stockpile zone. Wherever, it doesn't matter. We're just going to stockpile here. We're going to dumping stockpile here. This is unimportant. One important thing here, I hate that they put corpses in here. No corpses, only chunks. And then here, we are going to allow corpses, but they can't be rotten. We don't want rotten corpses here. And I will make a place over here, say, for rotten corpses. Specifically, clear all, no fresh corpses. Oh, another point, no mechanoid corpses here. Mechanoids are these things, you'll see them later. I'm not going to get through this game without bumping into mechanoids. They're kind of scurry. So that's that. Now we're going to also give the harvest order. Nothing. There is fuck all that is harvestable here. And that makes sense because, you know, it's springtime, so it's cold. There's things called heal root which you can make basic medicine out of, and that doesn't die from the cold, so I was kind of hoping that. Next, we're going to do some chop wood order. Cacti they give wood. I'll have to look into if that's real, you know, like if you can get wood out of cacti. I feel like you can't, because I don't know. Cacti are like cucumbery and contain water in copious amounts. And I feel like that would be really bad for wood, copious amounts of water. and being cucumbery in texture. Now I'm just worried this music's a little loud, so I'm gonna actually turn it down. And you know what? If music wasn't that loud, then it's fine. Look at that. I can still hear it. Hopefully you can still hear it, but you have the sound of my lovely voice here. And then we're just gonna give a haul order on this. Now we're gonna go back to where I started, and we're gonna unforbid all of this crap that landed with us. So it's 300 wood, 800 silver. Silver is currency in this game. Steel slag chunks. This is when I get smelting later. A plasteel advanced helmet, a plasteel knife, bolt action rifle, a revolver, various. Oh, those are my colonists. $50 meals. Maybe that's why my soldiers keep dying, because these guys give you 50 to start. Medicine is 30. Components. Okay, who's my best shooter? Mal. Equip that rifle. Takuma. Equip this. And Tina won't pick up a weapon because Tina is a scared little girl. Alrighty, yeah, we need one close. I'm aware of that. We need to get inside. Is what we need to do. So now we're going to set our work priorities. I will manually do this. The game automatically does it, like, what are they good at? It's just like a yes or no thing. I don't like that. I like to set my priorities. Firefighting and patienting is always number one. Firefighting puts out fires, which are important. As a former volunteer firefighter, I can confirm it's important. Patient, it means they're not going to do stupid shit instead of, okay, you're my number one doctor, you're a backup. So when you hear that crunch, and the red border, it means they suck at it, right? He's got a 2, he's gonna botch everything. Interesting if they put him on 3 then. Bed rest, if they're sick. Basic, if I order them to do something, if I tell them to turn a switch on or off, whatever. Wardening, this again is based off of social, so, whew, double crunch. Pocket. Wardening's one of those things that it's like, even if they're bad at it, it doesn't really matter. You can't do anything worse. I don't really care about handling, so I'll leave that. Cooking is my number one priority on both of you. Hunting is actually pretty important. You're my shooters, so we'll put hunting at like number 2. Construction's number 1. If I say something needs to be built, it needs to be built ASAP. Growing and plant cutting are number 1. Yeah, mining's number 1 too. Gosh, I hate this. So mining, if they're bad at it, they won't get you as much ore out of it as you'd like. Growing, they have the chance to fail to grow. Plant cutting, they have the chance to just lose the crop. So you really can't have people. This kind of sucks that my miner and my plant grower are the same person. I should have thought about that better. We're going to, yeah, these guys can all do it pretty well. We're going to cut these down. Tailoring is the only thing I care about right now. Gosh, yeah, research, number 4, priority for all of you. Research is like if you have nothing else to do. Cleaning is number 1, and hauling is 1 for you because you can't clean, and 2 for everyone else. I demand that my people be clean. Oh, look at that. Tina's throwing up, and this is why I demand clean. Why are you throwing up? What is your... Oh, crypto sleep sickness. Anyway, this is why I have... Gosh, she's vomiting a lot. My goodness gracious. Yeah, so work. Everyone works that 9 to 5 life. Everyone. And let me just check their bios real quick. Make sure no one here is a night owl. Night owls like to be up at night. Okay, you, Tina, are a quick sleeper. So, Tina is going to get a little bit less sleep than everyone else. She needs half the sleep, so I'll put it to anything. So she can still sleep. She doesn't have to do anything. Group recreation. I want all my people together and happy. So Tina has 4 extra hours to do whatever she wants because she's a quick sleeper. She's also depressive, so she needs that. She needs to do what she wants when she wants, otherwise she's just gonna get pissy. This person hates being in the sunlight, and that sucks for you, Takuma, because we're not in the mountains. Misandrist, okay, really distrusts men. You're a man that distrusts men. Well, it's a good thing you have 2 females. You weirdo. Chemical fascination means he's gonna like drugs, and greedy means he always wants more, the little prick. So a sign, no damn drugs. And they will ignore this, I have found. I hate that like you have a drug policy, and they just ignore it. We're gonna edit the food things. We're gonna make a new food thing, because I don't want rotten, and I don't want raw foods. Raw foods are no good. You have to cook this shit. And we're going to name this normal, because that's what normal people do. Now, sure, I could leave vegetables off, but I'm not going to. Not nothing. We want my people eating. Normal, normal, normal. And they can wear any damn thing they want. Let's get it to 3 real quick. Yeah. So that's the start of the colony. It's still cold. It's 34 out, so it's above freezing at least. Let's check our needs. No one's hypothermic. Oh, you're shivering. What is that going on? 14%. Everyone is shivering. I mean, it's a little cold, I'll give you that. You know, stick me outside 34 degrees in a t-shirt, and I'm not going to be the happiest dude on the block. It's getting up there, though. It's 37 degrees. Let's just watch this, make sure this is going up and not. Or down. You don't want this going up. The closer to 100% it gets, the worse off you are. 100% they die. That's the way that works. No, it's not really going down, but it's not going up either. And that's really all that I care about. Is that there aren't... Oh, no, let's get up furniture, quote-unquote, sleeping spots. You can check that one. That way they just have a little place to... Look at this fucking Tamara, female cat. Of us, our female cat. Wow, we have animals. Okay, cool. I didn't realize we started with an animal. So, the way I do things... animals. We're gonna manage areas. New area. This is going to be manhunters, which we'll update as we go. Sometimes things spawn... animals. Sometimes things spawn that will attack people, and I'm not prepared to fight them. So, we're going to do animals, which right now... What is that? The emu guarantees to hunt back? Alright, so we're going to leave the emu alone. We'll take him on his group when I feel like we're better off. Put an animal sleeping spot inside for this dipshit cat. Hypothermia. Yeah, I know you guys are cold. Alright, let's get a campfire inside. This is actually how we'll cook our meals, too. That's what we'll do. Oh my goodness. Serious hypothermia. Alright, well... Let's just put... let's restrict everyone to... Well, I need to edit that zone, don't I? Okay, hold on. Let's. Oh, you know, it's not that cold. I think it's in here that we. Yeah, expand a zone. Expand manhunters to include only the inside. I don't want this outside because they'll actually step into that and open the door and let them in like idiots. And obviously we'll expand this as the base grows. And then expand area, animals. Oh, you know what? No, we need to manage that and invert animals so they can go everywhere. Right? And now, I'm going to remove from the animals where my food is. No eating my goddamn food. I don't care if you starve to death. That just means more food for us. So anyway, butcher's... it's an animal sleeping spot. Furniture... No, it's production. Butcher spot. Butcher creatures. Do forever. So now my cook will come up here. And we'll do that. Next, we're going to want... We have a bit of wood, so we will... yeah, this probably looks like a good stopping point. I'll wait for everyone to go to sleep and I'll stop, actually. This doesn't look bad. Frostbite. Ah, Christ. What's the temperature indoors? It's 83 indoors. Okay, good. So when they come in to go to bed, or just passing through, they will be fine. We're out of food already? Holy crap. We're in trouble. Alright, wow. Cool. So they're all going to bed. It's raining. This looks like as good a time as any to stop. What's Tina doing? Hauling a plasteel knife. You pacifist, you're hauling... Oh, no one hauled the food. That's... No, you're all waking up and hauling the food, you idiots. I'm wondering why we're starving. We're not starving. They just didn't bring the food inside like a bunch of idiots. And the material's going to deteriorate. Gosh, if you don't micromanage these people, sometimes they're just so stupid. Anyway, this looks like as good a place as any to stop. Let's save this game as... whatever. Let's play. Oh yeah, I remember. Desert, just in case I decide to start a second one. I get like that. I don't like doing one thing over and over again, so I might start a second one. Probably not. I don't even know if I'll continue this. I probably will continue it even if no one watches it, because I like doing it. And I like talking to myself, because I'm vain. Alright, save, and we can call it there. Thanks for watching. If you did like this, let me know. Relationship. What's this? There are people who have relationships with your colonists or prisoners in the right of your brother of Tina, Town Guard Dektar. Dektar. Oh, hi, Dektar. Ostrich Revenge. Didn't I say... Oh, no, the ostrich is not the one that does the 100%. That's the emu. So, now... This is why I should probably pause when I'm done. Yep, shoot the emu. Yes, go fight Dektar! Sorry you got pecked by an emu, Dektar. Or an ostrich. Rip. You'll be fine. Look at that, no immediate danger. Alright. If you did enjoy this, let me know. I appreciate knowing that people care about what I do. Overwrite that. And I will see you next time.